Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 21st of September and we are going to cover all the important questions for the day. So pay your attention till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name Students Point. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username The Students Point. And if you are finding these videos useful, don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive the notification of all the important videos at the earliest and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Now here is the question for the day and everyone has to try to answer this question in the comment section. The question is, the International Coastal Cleanup Day is being celebrated on. These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer. The first question now. Aden Ade International Airport in news is located in. So it is located in Somalia. So here D is the right answer. This is the map of Africa where it is located precisely here. And if you zoom it, this is the country Somalia where the accident has happened in the capital city of Mogadishu. And this is a cargo plane which crashed at this airport, and this airport is an international airport serving at Mogadishu, which is the capital of Somalia. It is named after Aden Abdullah Usman Dar, who was the first president of Somalia. And the heavily fortified airport is home to diplomatic missions and serves as a hub for humanitarian flight in the Horn of Africa nations. Next question now. Spice Plus, which is a web portal in news, was launched by. So it was launched months back in this year by Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So here B is the right answer. Spice Plus is simplified performa for incorporating company electronically plus. It is a web portal and it would offer 10 services by 3 central government ministries and departments, which include Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Labour and Services by Ministry of Finance, and one state government, that is Maharashtra. And it has two parts, Part A and Part B. Part A is related to naming the reservation for new companies, and Part B offers a bunch of services which includes incorporation, director identification number, allotment and mandatory issue of PAN number, allotment of GST identification number if applied for that company. It was in news now because Union Minister for Finance and Corporate Affairs has informed Lok Sabha about Spice Plus portal. So government is just informing unilaterally its actions taken. But this is not the way government in democracy works. In democracy, government has to be counteracted by the opposition. But here, government is unilaterally informing its actions taken in the welfare of the country, because no government can highlight its weaknesses and the areas where it is lagging. It is the duty of opposition party and the civil society to counteract and counter question the government actions and its policies. But since question hour has been cancelled for this session, government has easily skipped all those such counter questions. And you can join our monthly current affairs test series. For this month of September, all the test has been sent, and now the test will be held on website as well. I think you must have read all the tests till now, so you have to now check yourself on the website. All the questions will be uploaded there, and these are the subjects for which we organize tests in each month, which include questions for polity, economy, international news, science and technology, environment, history and culture, and questions related to awards, indices, personalities, sports are covered in miscellaneous. So in a whole, we try to cover not only important current affairs topics, but also those static portions which can be linked to current affairs topic which was in news for that month. And there are 3 plans which you can subscribe to either of the plan. The plan is for first month, which costs 79. The second plan is for 3 months, which costs rupees 219, and the sixth plan is for, or the third plan is for 6 months, which costs rupees 420. After subscribing, you have to send your confirmation at email ID pointstudent2020@gmail.com. And the link for subscription will be provided in the comment section below as well as in the description box of the video. So tap on the link and choose your plan. There are 3 links provided. Each link is for different kind of subscriptions. So you can subscribe and enroll yourself into this test series. Next question now. The high-level task force constituted to improve the air quality in National Capital Region of Delhi is chaired by. So this task force was chaired by Dr. P.K. Misra. So here D is the right answer. The committee has recently reviewed the main sources of air pollution and measures taken and the progress made by the state governments and various ministries. The committee noted that incidence of stubble burning has reduced by more than 50% in the last 2 years, and the number of good AQI days have gone up. It was observed that after recent inclusion of residue-based power or fuel plants under priority sector lending by RBI, both state and central governments should jointly work out action plans for rapid deployment of such units. Next question now. Consider the following statements about CRISPR COVID-19 test. Again, very important question. Pay your attention here. It has been developed by Tata Group and Council for Scientific and Industry Research, IGIB, that is Institute of Genomics and Integrative Biology. This statement is correct. And this test uses an indigenously developed cutting-edge CRISPR technology for detection of genomic sequence of SARS-CoV-2 virus. This statement is also correct. So here both of these statements are correct. C is the right answer. Now we have to know what is CRISPR. See, CRISPR is a genome editing technology for diagnosis of diseases, and the Tata CRISPR test is the world's first diagnostic test to deploy a specially adapted Cas9 protein. So CRISPR-Cas9, you must have heard this word CRISPR-Cas9. So it is basically a technology in which Cas9 as a protein is used to successfully detect some diseases, and in this case it is detecting COVID-19. And the Tata CRISPR test achieves accuracy level of traditional RT-PCR test with quicker turnaround time and less expensive equipment and better ease of use. It was in news because it has become India's first CRISPR COVID-19 test to get approval for use in India. Next question now. Dongriya Khund is a particularly vulnerable tribal group belonging to which of the following state of India? So it belongs to the state of Odisha. So here A is the right answer. They reside in Niyamgiri Hill of Odisha and they speak Kui language. I repeat, they speak Kui language, but they speak it only, it is not written, and they worship Niyam Raja, who is the god of Niyamgiri forests. And recently labor cooperatives among the tribal communities in Odisha were in news. The tribes include Dongriya Khund, Juanga, Lanjia, Saura, Didai, Paudubuan and Kand. These cooperatives ensures that all families of the community have food and no field remain barren. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Business Advisory Committee of Lok Sabha. Let's see the options. It consists of 15 members including a speaker who is the ex officio chairman or chairperson. So this statement is correct. So this Business Advisory Committee, which is an important committee, is chaired by the Speaker of the House himself. So here first is right, and it consists of 15 members, and the members of the committee are nominated by the Speaker. This is also correct. And the Business Advisory Committee was constituted for the first time in the year 1952. This statement is also correct. So here all of these three statements are very important. You may expect this question in the upcoming prelims examinations of UPSC 2020 as well. So they may ask you about this committee. They may even ask you about some other important parliamentary committees. So you have to look on the chapter of parliamentary committees as a whole. So here, since all of these statements are correct, D is the right answer. The committee generally meets at the beginning of each session and thereafter as and when necessary, and it recommends the time that should be allotted for the discussion of government, legislative and other businesses, as the Speaker, in consultation with the Leader of the House, may direct to be referred to the committee. And the committee on its own initiative may also recommend to the government to bring forward particular subjects for discussion in the House and recommend allocation of time for such discussions. The committee was in news because this committee has met to discuss the legislative business and other issues related to the ongoing monsoon session, and the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla presided over the meeting, as the Speaker is the ex officio chairman of this committee. Next question now. Consider the following statements about SWIFT code. Let's see, again very important question. SWIFT code, which is Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunication Code, is a secure financial message carrier. This statement is correct, and it provides a secure transmission channel for international banking transactions. This is also correct. So whenever you are taking any money from international transactions, then you need to have SWIFT code, and you will get the SWIFT code from your bank in which your account is opened. So here both of the statements are correct. C is the right answer. Next question now. Who has authored the book titled as Azadi, Freedom, Fascism, Fiction? So it has been authored by Arundhati Roy. So here A is the right answer. The book titled as Azadi, Freedom, Fascism, Fiction has been authored by Booker Prize winner Arundhati Roy. It was released recently. And if you have found the video till now useful, don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Next question now. The Hague Code of Conduct, frequently in news, is related to, so you must have seen the news that recently India has tested a scramjet. Russia has been testing several missiles and several bombs of very high intensity. So in this context, Hague Code of Conduct remains in news. So it is related to prevention of proliferation of ballistic missiles. So here B is the right answer. And it is also known as International Code of Conduct Against Ballistic Missile Proliferation. It was established on 25th of November 2002 as an arrangement to prevent proliferation of ballistic missiles. Now let's see some more points in news. The government has formed the panel to study reports of surveillance of Indians by Chinese firm Genua Data. A few days back we have seen a news that how Chinese firm Genua Data was tracking almost around 10,000 individuals, Indians, which included key personalities like the Prime Minister himself, Chief Justice of India, and several other important judges and ministers. So in that context, government has formed a panel, and this panel is being chaired by National Cyber Coordinator Lieutenant General Rajesh Pant. So I hope you find the video useful. Do like and do share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.